Hello, Internet. I'm Insane Lane, as well as Canadian Girl. And today we have Amazon employee shows up for work and all hell breaks loose. Because why wouldn't it? It's Amazon. we've all heard the stories of working for Amazon. This appears to be one of their warehouses. I don't know where this is, but we'll find out. Saw a little bit of this. I saw the first minute or two. Made a comment in chat and got royally roasted for it, even though I was not the only one saying so.
February
But we'll
23rd,
get there.
2025, the Dayton International Airport Police Department was called to the scene to the Amazon warehouse for reports of a potential trespass with an employee. The following shows the body-worn camera footage of what happened during the incident.
She was not scheduled.
Okay.
Okay, I already have questions. Like, it's at Daytona, so I'm assuming we're in Florida. Why are airport police being called to an Amazon warehouse? I mean, I'm assuming the warehouse, therefore, is in the airport? I mean, that would kind of make sense. I mean, Amazon, they send packages everywhere, so yeah, I guess it could be convenient if if this warehouse is only for orders that are leaving the state, I guess. So they would be in the airport because then it saves on transport cost when the airport's right there. I guess it makes sense. Still weird.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shadow you until you figure out where she's at. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Alex, what is your location? Copy that. I am heading your way.
Can never understand anybody over those walkie-talkies.
How long has she been employed here?
She was a seasonal hire, so I want to say
203 should
November,
have.
maybe November.
Okay.
You can cancel checks. I'm good. I'm sorry. How long has she been?
Since about November.
Okay. Is she still seasonal?
Yes, she's right here.
Walking toward us?
And this place is massive. Okay, this place is huge. But not only is it huge, I don't see a whole lot of people. It doesn't seem very busy or very active.
Rodney, can you ready to put up your card, please?
You said put up my car for what?
Put up your card.
What?
Officer Sachs is here to escort you off the building.
I have the proof that before the
Diamond.
show you proof. Why would I get escorted off?
Diamond, because we just had this conversation, remember? I asked you to nicely come off the floor and you refused. I said, do I need to call the police? And he said, I'm a grown woman. Would you like me to go? So it's 12 for sex, so we can have an escortion off of the premise.
What would I be escorted off?
Okay, this is where I commented that this manager is annoying and condescending. And everybody probably hates her because I can tell that this is her permanent attitude. She's one of those people that she's been there long enough that she got promoted. That doesn't mean she knows what she's doing or is a good manager. Because any manager who's talking to an employee like they're talking to a toddler, you are a horrible manager. And to clarify, the issue here, what has happened is this woman who is pushing the cart has, from what she can see, she is scheduled to work that day. That is why she came in. The manager is saying, no, she's not scheduled to work today, and she's been asked to leave because she is not on the schedule. There is a miscommunication here. Honest to God, if you are the manager of a warehouse and you cannot manage a scheduling error without having to resort to calling the police, then you are as incompetent as I think you are. Because that is such a basic thing. Yes, kitty. Hi. And if you cannot handle something that simple, then you are not ready to be a manager. I would epically roast any manager that had to call the police over this. Really. You could not manage this yourself.
Because you are not scheduled and you are refusing to leave.
I have a picture that I'm scheduled for.
Diamond, you do not. I explained to you that was yesterday's shift.
No.
Please put away your car.
Do you want to see the proof that I'm supposed to be leaving?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not leaving. I'm on schedule. Like if I wasn't on schedule,
Diamond, I'm not going to continue having this conversation with you. I explained to you in detail. I showed you
I
your
just
schedule.
showed you.
I showed you the proof that you were not here.
I'm supposed
I
to.
understand it's a misunderstanding, but you are being insubordinate in my ask to have you leave the
Okay, her tone just makes me want to punch her in the face so hard. Like, I'm sorry, this manager is disgusting. And she just said that, yes, there is a miscommunication. So, like, you couldn't resolve this on your own, really? Like, it's a glitch in the system, so what? Let her work the day. I mean, how many businesses complain that they can't find good people who want to show up every day and work? You have somebody willing to do that, but you're telling her to leave and that she's being insubordinate, even though you've admitted that, yes, there is a scheduling mistake. Like, so dumb.
How am I being insubordinate?
because I have asked you multiple times to clock out and go
I
home.
just told you I had proof, and I
I'm not having an argument with you. Officer Sachs is going to help me escort you.
Ma'am, if you can just gather up your stuff and leave.
No, I just need your device and your badge, please.
I think that
Diamond, I don't need to see your proof.
Ma'am,
Okay, but
I'm about to show.
let the lady make her case. She's saying, I am on the schedule according to what I can see. The manager is saying, well, you shouldn't be. It's a mistake. Fine. Then deal with it like a mistake. Deal with it like a grown up. Like, again, this manager is insufferable.
I'm about to show her. Then I have proof that I'm supposed to be.
We've gone through this already.
I understand.
So what?
Sir, is there something we can do for you?
Alex is helping me with the situation. He had the conversation with me, asking her to leave the site.
Ma'am, how much longer will it be?
I'm on the schedule, so I don't know.
Okay, so the issue is, even though the manager is a useless twit, she still is the one in charge. So she's asking an employee to leave, though granted she's not saying this person is fired. The employee does have to leave, and the police are going to make her leave because the police are going to do what they're told by the manager. Like, the police don't care what the issue is or that there is a scheduling conflict or who is right or who is wrong. That doesn't matter. Not to them. All that matters is the manager is in charge. They've asked this person to leave. This person is refusing to leave. Now, if I'm this employee and I've already had this argument with the idiot of a manager, I'm leaving and I'm immediately calling the HR department as well as her boss and saying, this is how I got treated today. Here is my proof that from what I was given, I was on the schedule. She is saying something different. That is a mistake with the schedule, but your manager did not handle this well. She handled this quite disgracefully, and somebody needs to deal with her. But neither person is going to do the smart thing here. But already, the manager is already a joke for calling the cops. Like, seriously. Absolute joke.
Are you actually logging into your app, or are you showing us a screenshot? Okay. So can we go ahead and step out off the floor, please? Diamond, respectfully, I've given you multiple seconds. Can we please step
Ma'am?
off the floor?
Can we just go to the lunchroom? That's not leaving the building, but it's in the lunchroom. That way we can all hear better, okay? If you can just walk this way, please.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. How much longer is this going to take?
I'm just looking at it.
So have you found your schedule?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, ma'am, either you found it or you can't find it. Are you?
I'm not leaving because I'm supposed to actually be here today.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity
Yeah, she
to
does
show
need.
me this. How long is it going to take? Because I cannot wait all day. Ma'am,
I'm just looking.
I'm not going to wait all day, ma'am. What are you looking at?
In my schedule.
And are you supposed to be here today?
Yes.
Where does it say that?
We do have the schedule pulled up where it shows that she's not scheduled.
Can you show me, please?
Yes.
Because she's not cooperating.
Yep, so we can verify the name. It's a report ID.
I'm sorry, his computer's very tiny.
And then here's her address. So scheduled on 1/30/27.
I asked her earlier, has non-trespassing been authorized?
I have been authorized to get you on site. I can call and verify. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that sounds like the manager has like been in touch with the person above her, and the person above her told her to call the police. Which again, I'm questioning both of these people. You couldn't handle this, really? We got to do this absolute nonsense because you could not handle a scheduling error yourself.
Ma'am, are you making any progress?
I'm looking right now.
Ma'am, you've told me that several times. I asked if you're making progress.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Yes. She said I have the authorization. You have the authorization to trespass.
Okay, can you say that in a definitive that you want to trespass?
Yes.
Can I have your attention?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the situation. You either leave or they're trespassing you. And if you don't leave
I
then,
don't even understand what that means.
it means you have to leave.
I'm
You do not
supposed
have
to
a
be on
choice.
the premises.
No.
I'm
If they
supposed to be.
trespass you, you have to leave. If you do not leave,
I thought that was if I'm not on the schedule. If I'm actually on
the schedule has nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Ma'am,
No.
What am I trespassing for? If I'm not bothering nobody.
they
I'm
have
just doing
told you to leave for the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm supposed to be on the schedule. So as
That
soon
is
as
irrelevant.
my schedule is about to be up.
That
in a
is
minute,
irrelevant.
So I will leave as soon as it's over.
That is irrelevant. You need to leave.
Okay, she does need to leave. Right or wrong, whatever the scheduling issue is, take it up later. Take it up with HR. Take it up with hopefully different managers than this twit. But yeah, she needs to leave at this point. Like, argue it later. Don't make a bigger deal out of it right now. I fully understand where this lady is coming from because, from her point of view, she's on the schedule. She's shown up to work. Why is this an issue? Why are they making it an issue? Why am I being told to leave when I'm told that I'm on shift today? And she's probably concerned about like losing her job over this. But quite frankly, if you're being trespassed from the place that you work, odds are you've lost your job. So, like, it's just a bad situation all around at this point. But at this point, the best thing for her to do is just leave and deal with it, like, by phone later on with the appropriate department and get it sorted later.
If you do not leave, you can be arrested for trespassing.
How can I be arrested for trespassing?
Because I will arrest you. So are you going to leave or not? Ma'am? Yes or no, are you going to leave voluntarily or are you going to be arrested for trespassing?
How am I be arrested when I'm on the schedule? That doesn't make
Whether
sense.
you're on the schedule or not is irrelevant. to me.
How am I being trusted? That's not making sense.
Last time I'm asking.
What am I being trusted?
Last time I'm asking, ma'am.
What am I?
Are you going to leave
I'm just
voluntarily
asking.
or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being trusted?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir,
Ma'am,
get off of me. I'm not doing
you
it.
are under
Okay.
arrest for
You are
trespassing.
not. No.
Okay, officer, you've now crossed into the idiot zone because you didn't need to grab her like that. Like, I'm sorry, his behavior is now atrocious as well. You did not need to grab this lady. She's no threat to anybody. She doesn't have a weapon. She's not going to run. Like, I get that she is having reality not compute here because she doesn't understand why she's being trespassed from a place that she works when she is supposed to be there. I fully understand that not making sense. And she's having difficulty grasping the situation because it's quite frankly absurd. And I would feel like I was in Wonderland as well and everybody is a joke. But she needs to leave. But he doesn't need to be like this. I get that he's annoyed. He thinks this is a waste of his time. You don't need to get violent when asking somebody to leave.
Yes,
Why am I trespassing? Because I'm supposed to be on the
they've
property.
said you need to leave.
Sir, I'm walking away. Please don't touch me. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything to you, sir. I'm sitting on the phone. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
What
Put the
are
phone down. Put the phone down.
No.
Then turn over.
For what?
You are under arrest.
I'm on the schedule.
You are under arrest for trespassing
I'm
and
on-
not complying.
Sir, I'm on the schedule.
That doesn't matter.
What's wrong with you? Sir, what's wrong with you? You
You're
see?
under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not doing anything, sir. I'm not touching you. I'm not yelling. What are you doing?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
How am I? I'm about to. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm on the schedule,
late.
sir. You're arresting me for being on the schedule. Can you take this phone here? Can you take this one? Okay.
Put your arm behind your back.
You're arresting me for what again?
Trespassing.
For trespassing.
You were asked multiple times to leave.
How are you gonna put me in jail for trespassing? I wouldn't do it. I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule.
Yes.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule. That's crazy. What am I doing? I'm on the schedule. I'm on the schedule for today, and I'm being trespassed. You just dropped me to the ground.
I have
and I'm
one in
not even being
custody.
aggressive. I'm not being aggressive.
Is there backup
or I'm not doing
available?
anything.
Okay, did that man seriously just call for backup for this? Like, he's already been violent with this lady for absolutely no reason. She is in handcuffs on the ground, still not resisting him or doing a damn thing. And he just called for backup for this. Like, I get you're a cop who works in an airport, so you probably are not good enough at being a cop to work, like, in an actual city with actual, like, you know, everyday criminal type problems, because you deal with shit like this. But you really just called for backup for this.
Just say you wanted to take my
Right,
phone.
one in custody, what was the question?
Just say you wanted
Do you
to
have a
take my
second
phone.
unit available?
Please bring the second unit, because I need to speak to your supervisor.
I will request one until he's in the way.
You can,
Is this? Can you please come and take it?
Where are we on?
Thanks.
what am I being,
Right.
trespass for again? For being
Amazon
on the schedule, right?
turn into detention
I'm
in
being
custody.
trespassed for being on the schedule, right?
522K.
It's because it's not.
I'll
making
text you,
sense. Like, I'm
I'm
not
in the
being
concourse.
mean,
Yeah,
aggressive,
there you
I'm
go.
not bothering anybody, like, I don't understand.
Can you put somebody at the
That's
door
clear, I still have to grab a cruiser.
for when an officer shows up, they can get let in?
What am I going to jail for again? I'm going to jail for being on the schedule.
No, ma'am.
It's gonna be the same amount of time. I'm
You
in
were told that you were
here
not
training.
working today and you were to leave. You refused to leave despite multiple requests. A trespass was issued, you ignored it. You were under arrest for violation of trespass.
I will,
Clear. 10-12.
I'm on the schedule. How am I being trespassed for working? I have a badge. How you gonna trespass somebody who has the bag? Can I call my mom?
No,
I cannot call my mom,
no.
and I'm supposed to be here.
You can call her after things have been worked out.
What needs to be worked out? I'm on the schedule. You're putting me out for being on the schedule. How you gonna trespass somebody?
Hey, Mitch.
What's going on? This gentleman was asking if we were able to provide the information as well.
A copy of the personal information she's provided Amazon. And then I'll be needing a statement from you. How late do you work today? For a couple hours?
Till 1:30, yeah.
Okay.
I can go get that to grab my computer. And then I just need a report number for my loss prevention team.
Okay.
So let me grab my computer and I'll be
Okay.
right back with that info.
We're just refusing to get up? Or are we just, what are we?
She's under arrest for trespass.
Okay.
She's not supposed to be here today. She's refusing to leave the floor.
Okay.
Refused to leave.
Perfect.
So at this point, I was just waiting for backup so I can go through her purse to try and find an ID.
Okay.
Do you have a Miranda card on you?
Do not, we'll get one
We'll
out
take
there.
care of it in the
Just go ahead and
car.
Put her in the car.
Yep.
You needed backup to go through a purse. And you don't have the Miranda card with you, and neither does this guy. Like, how am I not supposed to make fun of these cops? Like, they literally are just idiots doing what they're told, but, like, this is such a joke. Like, we all know Amazon's got problems when it comes to their employees and how they're treated. But, oh my God, this is absurd. Like, you can say the lady should have just left all you want, but the fact that it ever got to the point where police are being called, and, you know, that's just so absurd to begin with, that you have a manager who could not deal with this. Like, come on.
Dispatch, all units, AWS is completed.
Just do me a favor, roll over towards this knee and place it on the ground here to help you get up.
20 is clear, just information. I'll be en route to that. Unlock that Tuskegee gate.
Sir, can I ask you to hold these items, these personal items? Is that glove hers or, well, we will need the items.
Okay. Do you want me
Yeah.
to just hold on?
20 to dispatch, just information for the log. One was turned away, one
So
was allowed.
we provide them,
to gain
we
entry.
provide these for them to
Door.
work.
Okay, does she have a second
Drugging
one?
his people and having that search.
It looks like she's wearing it.
Okay,
So she can take it, like it's.
we can get it. There you go. And then if you could hand me her personal items. Yep.
I'd be curious to know if Amazon has said anything about
Hey, ma'am.
this.
If you can stand over here, do not enter the vehicle yet.
We can take everything out of your pockets here for you. You got anything on you that shouldn't be?
Please get in the vehicle. Watch your head. I'm gonna buckle you in. I'm gonna start it so she's got heat going on.
Okay, you got stuff on your head there.
Got it. Thanks. Appreciate you helping out, Mitch. So,
I'll meet you back at the office. Her
Okay.
bag's in the front seat.
20 to dispatch.
We'll go through that stuff too.
yeah,
And take it all
put it
down.
into evidence and
Yeah.
stuff.
If you want, I'll do the transport.
I'd appreciate that because I gotta write the report.
We'll get it done. We'll get it knocked out.
All right, man.
Yep, see you guys.
All suspects are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, Okay, so that's how to get arrested for being stubborn, quite frankly, because I would have left and dealt with it otherwise. As for the title, Amazon employee shows up for work and all hell breaks loose. The twit. Amazon employee shows up for work, scheduling error leads to idiot manager, leads to her being arrested for refusing to leave. Now, the cops, I'm gonna give them a B, really, because I just have nothing to rate them any higher. Like, I can't say I can specifically take anything away from them for doing anything wrong. Well, I can, because he should not have gotten violent and physical with a lady who was literally just standing there. He didn't need to slam her into a wall and act like that. So yeah, I think a B is pretty fair, actually. But this whole thing is so ridiculous. Like, I really wish the cop would have just looked at the manager and been like, "Are you serious? You couldn't handle this?" Like, just let her work the rest of the shift. So what? She's saying she was on the schedule. The manager even said there was a miscommunication. There was a problem with the schedule. And it's like, so let her work. Let her argue about getting paid for it later. She's not bothering anybody. You have somebody who actually wants to be working when, Amazon is one of the companies, one of many, that claims it's so hard to find qualified workers or people that show up every day. And like, here you have somebody actually wanting to be at work, and this is how you treat them. And again, the manager's tone and condescension and the way she was speaking to this employee is atrocious. She absolutely should be disciplined. Quite frankly, she should be demoted, if not got rid of. Because, again, if you are a manager and you cannot handle something this freaking simple, you have no business being a manager. But that's why I don't believe in promoting somebody because of seniority. Like, just because you have worked somewhere X number of months does not mean you are ready to be promoted or qualified to be put in any kind of a leadership or manager role. Some people can manage others very well, some people cannot. And some people are just, quite frankly, annoying people that do not understand what being a manager is and treat it like being a prom queen, which is the impression that lady was given. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Please leave them in the comments. If you were the manager, how would you have handled that kind of conflict? And if you were the employee, at what point would you have left, or what would you have done? If you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, I've been Insane Lane, as well as Canadian Girl. Love on yourself and love a fur baby. Bye bye.